Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Plunderlings Nomad Goyle, and I got to give a huge shout out to Lone Coconut for making this review possible. And these guys come in some crazy looking packages. I mean, just look at it. You got like a face of a Plunderling, and it looks like he's eating the Plunderling that you're about to unbox, and it's awesome. I mean, I have not had cool, fun packaging I didn't want to shred up since I was a kid. Like all this new packaging, I could just sort of like want to throw it away, but this is awesome. Look at the front. The artwork's fantastic. You got the figure that you can see all displayed right in the front there. The top of the box says Plunderlings, has a window so you can see the extra hands and heads that you get with this figure, and it has the nice artwork of like a cartoony wooden crate. Both sides of the box continues with that cartoony crate design. Looks great. We got some slits right there, which I'll be showing you what those are for in a minute. Now, I don't show the bottom of an action figure package very often, but this was a must. We get this awesome artwork showing off the cartoony wooden crate that we already are starting to see, but we get these adorable, chunky little Plunderling feet that go to the Plunderling that's inside the crate. It's awesome. It's so cute. Here we have the box without the figure inside, and I took the ears and actually put them in the slots that they were supposed to go into, and each ear has like a peel away sticky tape that you can actually make it more permanent to have the ears on the box. I didn't do that because I'm going to slide the ears back in so I can easily protect and save this box. And this box is phenomenal. Inside it does say Plunderlings, and there's a little note for us as collectors. And it says, these toys were constructed and hand-painted with great care. Please carefully loosen the joints after unboxing. You may need to apply heat with a hairdryer. We hope playing with these brings you the same joy and happiness we felt while making them. We are extremely grateful to the fans that brought this project to life. For more information, visit www.plunderlings.com. So definitely check their website out. And it's true, like me just taking the figure out and I actually had the figure in hand, the figure just, it feels like a quality figure. On the back of the box, you got the UPC, you got the name Nomad Goyle on there, and we got Nomad, sort of looks like he's jumping over or leaping from the rock with his two daggers. The first accessory that Goyle comes with is the hood. The hood that Goyle wears is all purple. It's got some sculpted in seam lines, spots for the ears. It's a nicely sculpted hood, actually. And it's made out of it's like a thicker rubber. Like definitely thicker. And then on the bottom you can see that shiny little circle. That's a magnet. All the head sculpts have magnets. So the hats and everything attached by magnets, which is pretty cool. It says a number 10 on the back. Just noticed that. But it's cool that their accessories, instead of worrying about hats falling off and stuff, they attach by magnet. Now when you get a Plunderling, you'll most likely have a little baggie. So look out for this little baggie. And some come with multiple little clippy things like this. Goyle comes with one, and I'll show you how this will work with Goyle. Goyle comes with two daggers that are painted very, very well. And they got some battle damage on the blade. Blades are painted in metallic silver. Hilts are painted in a metallic copper. Handles are painted brown. And then we even get the little ends that are painted in that copper as well. And the nice thing about these weapons is they're hard plastic, so you don't have to worry about any drooping. Now, Goyle has always been a Plunderling that I had my eyeball on. And not only because it was like designed sort of like a rogue or like a little thief, but it came with this weird frog. And it's a black frog with white eyes, sculpted very, very nicely. And it's a little bit rubbery. So you can see a little bit rubbery to his legs and stuff. And this thing is awesome. Like, you could use this with other types of figures and stuff. But it's just weird. He comes with a black frog. And it's cool. Like, I don't know. I just see it in, we don't get enough accessories like this with other figures, and it's cool that these Plunderlings are coming with such creative little fun accessories. We get a pair of grip hands with Goyle, and all Plunderlings come with a pair of grip hands and the expressive hands that they come equipped with. And these are great. They're sculpted very well, and the fingernails are painted in a black glossy paint, and something as subtle as that, it just makes the hand sculpt and everything pop. The first head portrait we're taking a look at is this little cheesy grin that we get, and it's awesome. Look at his little teeth. They do a really good job with like a glossy black for the eyes as well, with the little white highlights that just, again, make the eyes pop. But he's just that face. It reminds me of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch a little bit. He just like he has that smile, and it's like, oh, you're so cute, but you're also mischievous. Like, what are you getting into? But they did a great job with the sculpt. The ears look great. This one's got a little cuts out of the ears, like he's seen battle or he's been getting into stuff he shouldn't be, and it has a nice little dry brushing for the ears to add that shading inside. And it's great. You can't even tell there's a magnet in there. My favorite head sculpt that Goyle comes with, and really all the Plunderlings, all these head sculpts I'm showing you, all the Plunderlings come with, so you get all these different expressive heads. And I love this one. I love the sculpted out teeth, the painted in mouth and gums. Like, that right there is clean as heck. And I love the eyes. They got the shading in the ears. Like, this is my favorite head sculpt right here. I love it. I love when they have, when companies have figures, they have open mouths and they actually sculpt out the mouth, so it adds that depth. So they definitely did a great job with this one. Here we have a close-up of Goyle, and I love this face too. He's just smiling. He just looks so cute and adorable. And again, the same type of love they got in the ears with the airbrushing for the shading. It looks great. And in hand, for this guy being about a 4-inch, 4.25-inch figure, like, he feels hefty and honestly just feels quality. I've been dealing with collecting toys for a long time, since I was a kid till now, and honestly, in hand, I can say that this thing feels like a quality figure. And it definitely has the look for sure. You got this awesome little smirk. Goyle does have a little bit of a cape that wraps around that goes with the hood. Right there's the port that you'd plug that little clamp into, and that's where you'd have some weapon storage. And we also have the, little belt there with the rope tied around it, and that's sculpted in, and that's sculpted all the way around and painted. The paint on this figure is clean. The little shorts are pretty nicely done in the brown. He's got a little bit of shading on his knees, even up here on the elbows as well. And the fingernails, the toenails, all painted in that glossy black. And it definitely makes the figure pop. And this figure just, again, in hand feels really, really good. Now, articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint. So you get the up-down motion right here. Left and right, like full 360 technically. You get even some attitude there. And his arm can go all the way up like so. He can almost do a full 360, but his ear gets in the way. He gets a rotation at the elbow, but he also gets a elbow bend as well. And the joints on these are a little tight, so make sure you heat them up a little bit. But you can see, even with the chipping, that's the only paint flaking you'll see is from these joints. But the joints are actually casted in plastic that blend with the figure, so it's not a big deal. His arms wrist get a rotation, and then he gets a wrist bend as well. Fingers are a little rubbery, which is good. The upper half of him, this is where you get his body articulation, is a ball. And you get tons of movement, leaning back and forward with it. It's awesome. And you're not even getting any paint rub or scratching, because this part is almost feels like it's rubber as well. There is no waist swivel or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. When we get into the thigh cuts, you got these little baby thigh cuts. And what's great about them is you can move them around and it doesn't break the sculpt or look awkward. Now, his kicking, he can kick up this far, so it looks pretty good when it comes to the kicking and everything. And we do get I'll do it with this leg. We get a double jointed knee, so you get plenty of movement there. And then we get well, it's focusing on the box in the background. All right, so we get some foot pivot, very, very generous pivot. And then we get some ankle bend. As I was popping off Goyle's head to put the hood on, it's not just a ball joint. It's actually a disc hinge and ball joint for the neck. And this upper part isn't rubber. It's actually plastic. So it's crazy that we don't get any paint rub from the articulation. Holy cuteness. Like, you can have him coming up to you holding the frog like, hey, look what I found. They're so adorable. Look at that. And little do you know, he's going to release it in your home, and it's going to cause a bunch of ruckus and damage a bunch of stuff because, you know, he's definitely going to be a little bit mischievous, or he's going to distract you with the frog while he takes the keys to your car and goes driving off with it. You can actually get Goyle running in a nice little pose here with both daggers in hands. And the great thing about the figure, too, is they're hard plastic weapons, rubbery hands, so you're not scratching anything on the figure when you put in the weapons in the hands. And I even have his little frog clamped in on his back, like his little buddy, as he's running with some daggers. And I don't recommend, you know, running around with daggers in your hands because you might trip and fall. Now I want to bring some attention to these hands because how he's holding the weapons. They're weapon holding hands. Look at the direction they bend. They bend in the right direction for being a sword weapon holding hand. Now I know why the Age of Apocalypse figure has a laughing head, because it was meant for you to be interacting with a Plunderling. I mean, this is awesome. To be able to have a Plunderling cross over into your Marvel Legends collection and it still looks good, I'm impressed. Who needs a Baby Yoda or a Jawa when you got a Plunderling that can help carry your jetpack? So I started grabbing miscellaneous figures I had scattered around that I could quickly grab that would match really well with Goyle. And honestly, Goyle blends in really with all different lines. I mean, I got grocery gangs right here. We got Mega Man. We got an old school retro Gremlin. We got a Loyal Subjects Beachhead, Toxie in the background. And we could even get Raphael and, oh, he's standing now. He wasn't standing. That's why he wasn't in there. But look at this. He just seems like he's part of the family, and it works so well. What can I say? I love Plunderlings. After messing with this figure for a long time, it is a quality figure, and you're definitely getting your dollar's worth with all the accessories and add-ons that they cram into these cool-looking boxes. Plus, the ability to use this figure with other lines is awesome. I mean, I got my favorite Jazzware Fortnite figures out. We got the Brat and Doggo here, and it looks like they're friends. Or really, in this, he's just like, whoa, dude. And then you got the Doggo. It's like, oh my God, what is that? It's awesome. And these figures, I can't wait to get more. And you know they will be getting more made. So you'll keep an eye out on Plunderlings.com and make sure you check out Big Bad Toy Store. So there will be a restock. You just got to be patient. And make sure you guys are keeping an eye out at Plunderlings.com or Big Bad Toy Store on Friday the 26th, because at 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 new, I guess, breeds, or however you want to classify it. You got 2 fawns that are coming out. You got Flute and Grotto. So they come out on the 26th at 4 p.m. Eastern. So definitely jump on them if you want some fawn action. And I want to again give a huge shout out to Lone Coconut for making this review possible. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Plunderlings Nomad Goyle. If you like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, as it'll mean the world to me. And make sure you guys hit that silver bell notification so you get alerts when I post up a new video. And make sure you guys check out Plunderlings.com. I'm linking all their information down below, and even their Big Bad Toy Store links down below, so you guys can check them out and keep an eye out for when they get restocked. And don't forget, Friday, February 26th, 4 p.m. Eastern, the Fawns, Flute and Grotto, go on sale. So I want you guys to have, the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting and have a beautiful day.